What's up, everyone? It's Monday.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah.
I can't hear Toast.
You can't hear him?
No.
Okay, I was really wondering why you were talking
really
over him the whole time.
Oh, is that what was happening?
Yeah, I was like,
was he
really
not getting mad about it? Why didn't you say anything? You just thought, like, this is Tazza just talking over production for fun. Toast, I can't hear you still.
I thought that was a bit.
Hi, Sora.
It's cool. I can hear Toast.
All right, cool. Yeah, you relay to me what he's saying.
I'll translate for Toast. He said some really mean things.
All right,
we gotta move
don't
on.
repeat what he said, but instead talk about what we're doing here today.
No, before we do that, we got to talk about the World of Brawlhalla.
What?
That's how it works. You've been on a stream before.
It's like he just briefed us on how to do this.
I know, he literally came.
Hi, everybody. How's it going?
All right. So, what's up? DreamHack Dallas.
Well, this is the Esports Monday dev stream, which happens regularly-ish at 1. So we're going to be talking about some esports stuff that's coming up. And this is DreamHack Dallas. So this is the month of May. And you know what? In May, we didn't have any esports events. We had a little bit of a break. And then while that's done, it's going to be crazy, starting off with this first LAN that is coming up in June. You can still register for it. DreamHack Dallas. DreamHack San Diego happened just earlier this year. And this one is going to be bigger and better.
Yeah, you can hear from the horse's mouth that it was super fun at DreamHack San Diego. A lot of us went out there. Of course, you can hear it from the players as well. We all went out, had a great time. And if you're in the Southern American states, definitely show up. It's going to be a great time. It's going to be really cool. See those players come out and do very well.
Yeah. And you'll see a lot of people that you recognize there. Hi, Sandwick. How you doing? He's saying hello to us.
What else is going on?
What's coming up next? We've got the Iron Legion bundle. Look at that. Check that out. So everything that you see on the screen there.
The text?
I think you can just actually get the text already if you just like go to Brawlhalla.com and like right-click on the image and click copy image.
I was really trying
to
be facetious, but no, you got.
But like the image isn't actually in the bundle, all right. But if you go to Brawlhalla.com/Prime and you have Amazon Prime already, you can just get this right now in the game. Comes with Mordex, the Iron Legion skin there that you see there, and then also that I forgot what that emote's called, but it's pretty cool.
Is it the Flex emote?
It's just is it just Flex?
Some of them are really like straightforward and stuff.
Yeah, I mean it'll tell you when you go to Brawlhalla.com/Prime.
But you can unlock it again. It's free if you have Prime Gaming, and as always, those codes don't really have an expiration date. But I will tell you that like the website doesn't hold the codes as long as it used to.
Yeah.
So I found that out and found out all the codes that I had just been like storing on that website.
Wait, are you saying that like you were holding on to previous Prime bundle codes?
Because I would redeem the bundle, but I just like leave it on the website.
And they just go away?
Yeah.
All right, make sure you use it.
I can't find the 2022 spring bundle or whatever. Anyways, what else is going on in the world of Brawlhalla?
Let's find out. Yeah, go ahead. Brawlhalla.com/Prime. Get it while it's hot because apparently it doesn't last. I mean, it definitely doesn't last forever.
The code doesn't go away, but the Prime bundle will go away.
Yeah, okay. So what's next?
All right, next up, of course, if you've been paying attention to us, we've got the 100 million Brawlhalla Players event. It's getting ready to kick off this Wednesday. And, of course, during that event, for the duration, I guess, Daily Brawl of the weeks, there's going to be daily Brawlhalla sales, double daily bonus gold. There's going to be a lot of really cool stuff going on during the 100 million player event. And so if you're excited for some stuff that's going out, there's a lot of really cool stuff that's going to be on sale in Brawlhalla that we haven't given sales for in the past. So that's also really, really special. And, of course, you don't want to miss out. You got to check in every day to see what's going on.
And if you want to find out all the details and more on what's happening, check out the Tuesday dev stream tomorrow with that. We revealed a lot of that last week, and people are pretty excited. I know I'm really excited for that new color scheme that's going to be coming along. I'm going to be grinding for that during the event. But, yes, look forward to that this week.
And of course, going to be great. For the first week, you will have all legends on the free-to-play rotation.
All legends.
So you can play any of the legends, which kind of leads into that whole color
Try
thing,
any character that you
have to win with the character to get the color. So you have that first week if you're a free-to-play player.
You take a lot of games. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, go. That's going to be great. Cross-progression update, May 23rd. Look forward to that one. I think I'm going to be on that stream.
Are you?
Yeah. I'll explain it all, probably. That's going to be a lot of fun. That's going to be great. Lots of work towards that. I know that everybody's been looking forward to cross progression and how it's going to look in Brawlhalla. And on May 23rd, we're going to give you all the details on how that's going to be as we're ready for cross progression here this year.
As much as we can.
You got all the ones that are ready.
Yeah, everything that we can say.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into it. Today is all about the HSEL, the High School Esports League. It is the biggest high school esports league out there with over 6,000 high schools. Right. It is absolutely insane, this thing that I've never heard of, but apparently they've been doing some really cool stuff.
You know, the HSEL has actually been doing a whole thing this entire weekend. I was catching it over the weekend. They were doing streams for things like Valorant, even into chess and other games as well. And so now here they are with Brawlhalla included in it. And what we're doing today is we're highlighting, I think it's the champions of the fall or
spring
and
spring 23, fall 2022 champions. So why are we doing this is because the High School Esports League finals are coming up, and it's going to take the top 4 in the Brawlhalla category, and they're going to compete in person, all for scholarships. And, of course, Brawlhalla, we love supporting our players. We're putting $1,000 as well into that scholarship pool.
Yeah.
And so that's what it is, kind of to highlight those players that are going to be competing in that event.
Yeah, I just want to highlight how cool it is that what HSEL is doing, because there's thousands of dollars that are going into these prize pools for the high schoolers players are participating in these things, and the money that they win goes directly towards those scholarships to make it better for them to be whatever they want to do with their education. It's really sick. And we get to see some really good players at a high school level that, honestly, we might be casting in 2 or 3 years on a major level.
I mean, we could easily see them, like, in Dallas
True.
if they decide to come out there. But let's go ahead and introduce our players. First up, we've got Major from Baltimore, Maryland. He is currently going to, I guess, the Baltimore City College, and he's been playing since 2018. He watches Planet Micro and Pavelski, and of course he says that Brawlhalla has actually been great for him in high school, since entering tournaments through the school esports club has earned him quite a bit of money and prizes. Shoutouts to Major. He's going to be our first player for the HSEL Player Spotlight that we're going to be seeing play today.
And Major is going to be playing with... Oh, where's the next card? Oh, it went to us.
It starts with a Z.
Thought, huh?
It starts with a Z. That's
yeah. I just and now we just. I thought we were going to be taking a look. There it is. The Sieve. Okay, so location in Lancaster High School. Been playing since 2020, so a recent player relative to Brawlhalla's history. We've got 8 years of esports now. Watches Schwerpy, Planet Micro, and Lord White Wolf, so he's got all over the place when it comes to the Brawlhalla content creators. And the impact of Brawlhalla for him is that says Brawlhalla has affected my high school career. An opportunity to pursue something that I only thought of as a game, something thought that I would play for fun, but now it's something that I can be taken seriously and take me somewhere in the future. Yes, so that's awesome that he's looking at Brawlhalla just as a way to give him some opportunities while pursuing whatever it is that he's doing in education, and doing so well at it, obviously being a champion of one of the seasons. So Duke, what are we, now that we've highlighted Zaseev and Major, what are they going to be playing today on this dev stream?
Well, they're going to be playing y'all, chat, the community. Y'all get to hop into the lobbies and play against these pro players, essentially. They've been making money on the game, so they are, by definition, pro players, and they're, again, going to be competing into the finals for the HSEL. So if you want to, I guess, bully high schoolers, I don't know, if you want to just come in and see how good
I'm looking
they
at
are.
Chat, and there's some there's some players, I think it was like his name was Chungy Boy, saying that he lost to one of them in like quarterfinals in the high school championships that they've been in. So we might actually have some viewers in chat coming in to play against them that already play against them. Yeah. That could be a lot of fun. So here we go.
I feel like I've run into Major in somewhere. Oh, dude, he's Bread Mafia. I have a Bread Mafia hoodie. Shoutouts to Bread Mafia. Okay, so let's get into it. It looks like they already gave out the room code to some people, so they leaked it to the friends. But let's give them some love.
Defensive says, "Don't bully high schoolers, Duke."
Well, look. I've already seen it in the Smash community.
We'll see how that plays out here. As we do have two. Is that Super 521? Okay. So we got Super in here. We got SCRD, whose name is matching the aesthetic title and spacing.
Who are the HSEL? High School Esports League. It is the largest high school esports league.
Oh, we should shout out
with over 6,000 high schools in participation.
Yeah, so if you're more interested in this, Sora, catch this link.
HSEL.gg.
You said it faster than me. I was going to like enunciate each letter very carefully. HSEL.gg. Spam that in chat so that people can check out what it is. Because I know that a lot of y'all are fans of Brawlhalla that are in high school, as it is. And you might be like, how do I get involved in this? Is it in the high school in my area? So here we go. We've got Major and Zaseev versus you, the community, here coming up in Game 1. And they're going to be playing doubles against y'all in these viewer games. We're going to see how well that they hold up.
It's been interesting. Of course, we got to see their player cards, and I was curious if their mains were, in fact, Barraza and Artemis, and it looks like that's what they're playing for these twos at the very least right now. SCRD has some good damage built up on the Major. Might actually see the community get the first stock here. Okay. Zaseev. They're kind of just playing two separate 1v1s. Makes a lot of sense. I don't know how much twos they've played, despite the fact that they're HSEL players. That doesn't necessarily mean that they're teammates in life. Major gets the first KO though. Left side, gonna take out Super.
All right, yeah. Nice lead for them coming up here. And let's see. I wonder if Major and Zaseev have played together in a double space at all. That's information that would be really interesting to see here, because obviously they've played against each other and have played in the same leagues with each other, but on a team, I mean, so far it's looking all right. Major goes down, nice side stick there. It's rare that we get to see a Artemis main in any competitive space. That's really cool that Zazie was doing that. I feel like that's a character that people are always kind of like, theoretically, really great, but nobody wants to play Lance and Scythe at the same time.
Yeah, she's definitely like a pocket pick. Like, I don't I know Wilson isn't like the premier pick for it. I think actually Wes also brought it out. Like, you'd see like people just kind of bring out Artemis, but never like a true blue main.
I feel like you picked Artemis so that you could go into doubles and spam side sig and get me really mad.
That's any character I play with you.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh, okay.
I'm talking about when I'm fighting other people. That's where I'm like, they're playing Artemis, so they're going to use the Lance side sig. Because it does that thing where like it leaps forward and then you like lurch back. And I try to punish the leap forward. Oh, the double neutral stick coming out there. Both players off the side of the stage. Because Zazie get that. Oh, I thought that was going to be Nair. Putting us back on stage with recovery instead. That's so good.
Yeah, that down sig perfect for those edge guards. Super actually going to catch the feet of Major. This is surprisingly close. This is pretty even between.
I feel like that's usually the first viewer game, though.
Okay, yeah.
Is always the surprisingly close one because you've got like the veteran community game people that are like, I know how to get into the lobby right away at the very start, and then it starts to buffer out. Like, I actually, there's like a number of times where we brought in like a pro on stream and they lose game one and then just crush the rest of them because. But anyways, back to this one. Weapon throw all the way up. Nice side sig. Okay, gravity cancel neutral signature into the recovery from Lance is a cool way to cover that recovery.
Yeah, just trying to delay any sort of edge guard from anyone. Major, nice pickup. Oh, you saw Zazie trying to come over there, but I think there's just a little extra damage on Skurd, and so Zazie missed that Sayer.
You're just pronouncing the space letters.
It's
just Skurd. I mean, that's what it is. Oh, unarmed Nair almost got it. Can Major make it back? This is a cool scenario where if Major goes down, we can see if our community players have improvised team combos. There's no way that they'll be ready for that, right? Ooh. Oh, they take him down. What? All right, Zazie. Let's see. You got that champion energy here. I mean, it's one Sayer with anything on Skurd. Is the last letter? What is the last letter?
It's a D.
Is it D?
SCRD.
Oh, yeah, there it is. SCRD. That's fine. So he's just hanging out on the side of the stage. Yeah, so there's the side stick that I was talking about. Oh, they're setting up. There's just no way that they didn't actually. They probably sniped as it. Like, do you think that like Brawlhalla is at the point now where our random viewers know how to set up for team combos? Even they're doing it.
I think so. I think a decent amount of people know like kind of the common routes. Although like doing it with guitars is pretty rare.
Yeah, right. Which is why I'm like. I mean, Guitar Scythe as a team combo. Have you ever even said that you've seen that before?
Yeah, I have not.
Guitars aren't really great at grabbing your opponent and putting them down. I mean, they're doing it.
Whoa.
Oh, the Scythe! Okay, that was hilarious.
Style. We take those.
And now it's dead even. And I think he meant to slide charge that neutral signature there. Oh, Zaziv's got this. Sidelight, Nair, recovery. I mean, that was
clean punish.
I told you that's why you pick Artemis.
Clean punish. The side sig.
I told you, right?
It's a good move.
My goodness.
Get your daily login bonus. You'll get a bunch of those during the 100 million player event.
What a 1v2. You know, Major did 100 more damage than Zazie that game, even though he was out for half of the game.
Because Barraza's cool.
Is that why?
Yeah.
661 damage. That's a lot of damage.
Being cooler gives you more damage.
Wow.
Ooh, character swap ups. Of course, we've got a rotation of community members coming in. But also, it looks like the high schoolers here are going to be swapping.
Oh, rotating characters.
I want to give them a better name. Like, I feel really mean saying.
I mean, you could just say Major and Zazie.
I guess, but like, give them a team name. HSEL.
So,
Team Hustle.
Please, why are you pronouncing acronyms as if they're words today, dude? What energy is this?
HSEL champs.
You just say Major and Zazie. What do you say when you say Boomy and Sandstorm or Boomy and Snowy or whoever? It's just you just say the two players' names.
Boomy. Team Red.
Don't act like you've never.
I've said Boomstorm. I have 100% Team Boomstorm.
Yeah, I mean. Okay, Duke. Back to this.
I like Team Brangelina.
So what are you going to call Miniature Bro and Jirachi?
Well, Jirachi's a Pokemon. So.
Yeah. Is it
Why did that bother you so much? You gave me such a look.
I don't. Is that how Jirachi's Pokemon name is spelled?
I don't know. Chat.
I'm pretty sure.
Let me know. Did you spell
look it up. I haven't
looked at
a Jirachi in a long time. It's about it's about as little love in the Pokemon series as Celebi does, which is unfortunate because they're both pretty cool. Like, was that the Gen 3 mythic?
Miniature did not like that the community took the first L there. He's kind of swinging.
Oh my goodness. Miniature being like, I also am surprised that I'm not going to call that out. Onyx, very strong. Cannon. Yeah, he's just flying around. Major on the Roland. This is like I guess Major just might be like an 8 defense Legends main. I cannot believe that down save worked. What was that? How did line of sight? What the?
Okay.
Dude, Miniature Bro, who is this?
Yo.
Is this Experience?
This dude is upset. Miniature
Because
Bro.
I was about to make a comment about Experience and then I put it back, but
oh my god. The chase dodge up too.
I'll say that I've watched quite a bit of I mean, I'm not going to say anything for sure, right? Because then it would be dumb if that's what the case was. But his Onyx player is very good. I'll just leave it at that. Let's see how Major and Zaciv are able to...
Zaciv! Rough start.
Yeah. Chat's with me in the speculation. I don't think it's snowy. But there's only 2 Onyx players that you could even consider in North America. Anyways, going back to this, Miniature Bro barely damaged here, and the gun. Oh my goodness! I wonder how much damage Jirachi's done during this game.
I don't think Jirachi has had to do damage.
Oh, the side sticks though. Yeah, I mean that's probably the case. That's however I feel when I play. Like I played like doubles with like Cutie before, and it's like it's okay if I did 200 damage that game because Cutie did like 800 and we still beat Mahomes. Just usually how it works.
Oh, okay.
Nice side stick. Oh, Jirachi kind of confident right now. Look at the setup. Okay. I mean, that was on Onyx for not passing, right?
Jirachi was definitely expecting a handoff over there, but it's all left to Major against the 4 stocks of the community. All right. Community. I know I said bully the high schoolers, but I didn't mean like actually bully the high schoolers.
Okay, because almost certainly whoever Miniature Bro is, it is like a top player from what I am seeing, like a very top. Does that count as the community bullying at that point?
Are top players not part of the community?
I mean,
are you gatekeeping community?
I'm not gatekeeping. I'm just saying that like when you think of community, you think of viewers. You don't think of the person that is getting through. Anyways, it's Experience. He's streaming it live. Well, if chat's correct about that, then I believe it. Because I watched like 3 seconds of it, and I was ready to start saying Experience instead of Miniature Bro, and I had to stop myself because I've seen this play style too much. Well, really cool. You see that weapon throw setup there?
He's trying to do something cheeky.
Jirachi has been trying to do some setup there. D-Light there goes through to the top. Okay. 940 damage. Yeah. So.
Well, shout-outs to Experience. Definitely said stay in high school, kid. Isn't
Experience?
Yeah,
no, he's definitely. I'm wondering what is today a holiday? Or was he playing on what's the
day after Mother's Day?
I don't know how high school works anymore. Is it all just from home now?
Yeah, honest question. Old. Like, are we preventing them from getting their education?
They're not. No. What do you mean? It would be like part of. It's like a thing. It's a whole thing that's organized with high schools and the HSEL. Esports is in school.
Yeah. Okay. They're playing during their school day. Toast. I'm saying, like, are they supposed to be in math class right now?
No, it's designated time. It's
one of them got out of math class. We're literally preventing them from learning algebra.
Duke. The whole weekend has been an HSEL thing. It's an event.
Yeah, but it's a school day.
Yeah, well, it's a school event on a school day, so they get to do something special. They're not preventing the learning. They'll do it later. It's fine. You got a lot of time. You can do a lot of things. High schoolers do a lot of work.
Yeah, they do.
Like fighting Experience's ult on stream.
Okay.
Here we go in a game. I said game 3.
This is game 3. We didn't update the scoreboard.
So technically, yes, 1-1. Way to go. We got it updated on the screen. Major and Zaciv, high school champions, going up against a champion who is a high schooler, but I don't know if Experience is part of the HSEL or not. Never thought about that. I was watching a collegiate league for Smash, I think the weekend before, and all of the crew battles were really evenly matched, but then randomly Sonics, who's like a top 10 Ultimate player, was just at one of those colleges, and he just sweeped everything so hard that they couldn't put him early enough in the crew battle, otherwise nobody else got to play.
Didn't people get really mad and say that school was like picking up top players or something like that?
Who cares? Isn't that what you want to do as a school, is to have really good players at it?
Ooh, let's go,
Anyways,
Major.
I don't know if Experience is in the HSEL. You let me know, Experience. You do very well in it. But here we go into this game in the viewers versus pros. And this is much better, right? This is like around the level of like, okay, we've got Major and Zaciv. Are they even going to lose a stock this game, dude?
You know, it's not over till it's over. Still some health left to play on this community. Okay, never mind.
It is actually
over. It might be
over.
This might be over.
I can't believe you pulled out the "it's not over till it's over" cliche in the viewer game.
You can't give up.
They
didn't even get the major stock.
Stock.
6 stock. You know what? That's a good way to bounce back.
Yeah, bounce back from, all right, going, yeah, experiences Onyx is pretty damn good, into we're also pretty good relative to most people that play Brawlhalla. Although shout-outs to Doug and Collector for hopping in and playing against our champions here from the HSEL. And they're rotating through a lot of different legends at the moment, right? Like Major, I think, has played a different character through each one of these matches, regardless of the matchup. And now going on to Shell here, where Zaciv definitely is just kind of like, I'm playing Artemis all the time.
It's wild that Zaciv is only level 26 on Artemis.
I mean, it could just be the account that he's playing on, right? That could be like a thing.
What, people have multiple accounts, Taza?
Well, if they're playing at
I guess,
the high school,
if they're playing at the high school.
And you don't, like, assuming that you're not grinding 8 hours a day at the actual school.
Okay.
A level 26 on Artemis
sense.
is actually pretty high if you're only playing for like 30 to 45 minutes a day.
Yeah, okay.
Right?
Sure.
I don't know if that's actually how it works. HSEL can confirm with me. But that's my theory, right? Like, yeah. Here we go. Game 4. Technically a 2-1 lead for the competitors. Collector in the chat saying, I'm not warmed up. Lamau. No Johns. Going into this game 4. We've got Zaciv and Major with a Shell Artemis this time. Going up against, can you check the names? I didn't check the names.
Looks like
we got Tim
and
Matt.
Matthias.
Let's call him Tim and... Wait. Yeah, let's say Tim and Matt. That's fine. Unless you want to say Matthias.
Yeah, we just really anglicized that name.
All
right, nice Sig coming out from Zaciv, though.
I never thought about how good Artemis down Sig was on stage for that angle.
Yeah.
Because it's not technically a spike, even though it covers the area that like a Petra down Sig would. It just sends them straight horizontal. It's a pretty good move.
Ooh, okay.
It's Tim with a hat.
He's bringing some tricky stuff.
Well,
okay.
Opportunity for oh no, that weapon throw was just unfortunate. Actually. Let's see if Major can find some boots. I'd like to see how he plays through with those. Okay. Hard read on the landing there. Oh, Major doesn't catch the landing that time.
All right, he's got some boot stuff.
Yeah,
I like that.
I mean, D-Light recovery. I'd hope you have. For sure. Nice job. That's actually 2 recovery knockouts with boots is actually pretty uncommon.
Yeah, those don't usually KO that quickly.
I mean, they might 6-stock again, right? And then we'll see if they come into the chat after this and also say that they're not warmed up.
Dude, community's about to sneak experience back into the lobby.
I mean, yeah.
Like, we need to bring him back in.
It's a really cool dynamic, actually, that we got to see Experience do as well as he did, almost getting 1,000 damage, and then just seeing that, yes, actually Major and Zaciv are really, really good. like Experience is really, really good. But like once you get outside of the ranked ladder in Brawlhalla, if you look at like the power rankings, which you can do at like brawlhalla.com/rankings, right? In my opinion, at least from what I've watched, the difference between the players that are in that top 10 spot compared to the players that are in that 20 to 50 range is really, really huge. Because those are the players that are actually always winning an event against everybody else, as opposed to the players that are just really, really, really good, which is still an amazing thing to say. So getting to be able to see that disparity there is actually very fun. Bro did 58 damage, said Fetty. You didn't have to say that in chat.
That was pretty brutal, I'm not going to lie.
So what do we got coming up next?
We got
up to the plates.
Mark and is that Dotterell?
Dotterell?
Daughter coming into play for the community. Major switching it up again, this time over to the Kaya.
Dotterell and Mark.
I respect someone who likes to change it up. He's not queuing pure random, though, but he's still he's mixing
we
it up.
had Barasa on the card, right? So I think he mains Barasa, in which case then, Major, you're my favorite player in the HSEL. But playing through all the different characters and just giving the viewers some, and then also showing his like range of play, right? There's a lot of different.
And he's definitely not like struggling when he switches to these other characters.
Yeah, there's a lot of different opinions on how to approach playing Brawlhalla competitively, depending on who's successful. And
okay.
I mean, that's a great way to do it. But like, for example, if you're of I believe this is the opinion from Boomy based off what I've seen on streams, but he has a firm belief that you should have an understanding of what the weapons want to go for by playing a little bit of all of them. And then if you talk to somebody like Impala, Impala's like, the first thing that you have to do is master a character and their signature kit before all else. And you see that with this Kaya play. And we have those two different persuasions kind of going on screen right now, right? Whereas Zaciv has been Artemis the whole time. And then Major's just showing how well he plays the game in general. It's really cool.
Definitely a talented player, to say the very least. Somebody came in, was asking what's going on. If you missed the introduction, again, the High School Esports League has their finals coming up, and of course, we wanted to highlight it because these people are playing for scholarships. So we've got two of the champions of the High School Esports League who are playing on screen. That's Major and Zaciv, and they're playing against y'all, the community, showing how strong these high schoolers are.
Yeah, and so far, it has been nonstop 6 stocks. Oh, can you save him? Save him! Save him, Zaciv! You had to fall into the nair. No, I wanted to say that it was nonstop 6 stocks, but now it might be a 5 stock, dude.
Just don't get touched, Major.
It just doesn't hit the same.
JV6.
Sergeant Rogue.
Okay. No, it doesn't matter.
Well, yeah. It asks if it's just going to be 1v1s or 2s. I believe it's going to be mostly 2s, just so we could get a lot of people participating today. But I don't know. I'm looking over at production, or maybe it could be no, it's right. It's going to be 2s. Dotterel living a lot longer than Mark. And this is something that we hadn't seen so far yet, dude, which is that like the case where like two different viewers of different skill levels jumps in, and then we get to see what happens there, because Experience was able to, like, honestly, you could have paired anybody with Experience, and I feel like it would have been really, really difficult. But in this case, Dotterel, I think, is pretty good, and it's just stuck in a 1v2, which is just really hard to do in Brawlhalla in any capacity.
For sure. I mean, whoever Dot is doing very well, especially like singling out Zaciv on those edge guards has been working very well, but now Dot's stuck unarmed.
Team combo?
Yo, oh. Good try.
It was so close to being set up there. They had to start with the Neutralite, D-Light into follow-up afterwards, but Zaciv just wasn't positioned to get that follow-up right after, and Dotterel's actually coming through. Okay. Ground pound maybe could come through here. Silent recovery from the... That was gravity cancel silent recovery beneath the stage, right? Oh, weapon throw to D-Light ground pound. Can't get it, but still gets the game. Nicely done by Major and Zaciv. Yeah, a lot. Really cool showing from Dotterel there. Yeah,
definitely a good attempt coming out from Dotterel. Dude, I'm watching Zaciv, and I'm loving the, like, there's some stuff that I don't usually see. Again, don't see too many Artemises out there, but also like some really cool stuff like the GCs on stage that they were doing, or the
with the side sigs and then the side lights underneath the stage. Yeah,
those were cool.
Yeah, there's the options that Zaciv's throwing out that I feel like, while they aren't Artemis specific, it's the kind of player that mains a character that you don't see a lot specific, where it's kind of like, it makes a lot of sense. If you're going to be maining a character like Artemis, you're going to be having these gravity cancel options that really you're only thinking of. Like, it makes me think of the Kaya mains when they started doing, I call it the Acno now, but the gravity cancel neutral sig to slide back to stage, touch the stage, and cover your head as well. That sort of creativity, but with Artemis. And is this the first time that we see Zaciv off of Artemis, actually?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a change up to Caspian Major over to the Becky Lynch, that Nash crossover. And then on the other side, I believe we have Hyperglycemia and Coach Glue.
Oh, you remembered. Wow. Okay. So very... Hyper and Coach. Here we go. And Major and Zaciv are actually at a pretty big deficit here. Zaciv gets deleted. And Major was already having the most damage on the screen here. Yeah, Hyper and Coach are doing pretty fantastic here. And this is a very standard doubles composition.
Yeah.
Especially with like Hammer becoming more and more relevant as it slowly trickles in. Buff 708 is going to be a pretty big patch for Hammer. But seeing Bodvar and Akuma, that's pretty. Yeah, that's a pretty standard
classic
doubles team
2v2 picks.
I don't think Caspian Nash is exactly the most 2v2 standard team composition here, but they even things up pretty quick.
Yeah, that was good. Solid end sig coming out. Zaciv trying to play this edge guard here against Coach. Oh, Hyper came over.
Shout outs to AJ Moore for shouting out that Glue is PR'd in a Mad Lab.
Okay.
Yeah, so Coach Glue's not somebody that I personally casted, but wait, Blue Guy's got it? Oh my goodness. It's HSEL versus viewers, but all of the viewers are the pros. Which honestly is really ideal practice for Zaciv and Major, because I imagine they don't get to play them in this capacity all the time, especially on stream, right? Really valuable VODs to review, even if it's in 2v2s. Zaciv goes down to 1 stock. Coach Glue could go down pretty quickly afterwards. And now that I know who the players are and what capacity that they play at, that's going to make the result of this match that much more sweet, right? Because it's really close right now.
Yeah, you got to give a lot of credit to Hyper and Glue because, again, Major and Zacib have been hitting some 6 stocks against some solid players, but Hyper managed to get out of that. A lot of credit to Coach and Hyper as well for, like, they did some really good saves.
Oh, that's huge. Yeah, Glue with the D-Light side air, and the edge guard on the other side to get rid of Zacib, and now Major's in the 1v2, and that, the D-Light side air into the tip or edge of that side signature to knock him off the top. I mean, this is the most coherent doubles. They've got the team combo set up here. Down air, D-Light, recovery. It's a neutral signature. Okay, let's talk about something, chat. You don't...
Oh, was that Blue Guys?
Yeah, that was Blue Guys and Coach Glue. So they are very good players. They play a lot of doubles quite a bit, and we got to see... Now, from what I know, all right, I haven't gotten this confirmed yet, Major and Zacib aren't like lifetime doubles partners, right? So I wasn't really expecting to see that level of team cohesion there, especially when you've got Caspian and Nash. I mean, Qatars in general, we talked about, are pretty bad for team combos. So just things to think about there at the end, because that was, I mean, it was a really cool team combo.
That was really solid.
Yeah,
again, like,
recovery.
Generally not, okay, no, we're literally just, it's the pros are gatekeeping right now.
Are they?
Look at the lobby and tell me that we're not just...
What? Is that Radish?
All right. You know
Let's go Radish. Okay.
Our pro players are clearly, they watched the streams and they were like, welcome to the big leagues.
Oh, right. We've got Radish and Mr.
Silza.
Silza? Sillas?
Szilla? S-Z-I-L. I've seen this name before. Definitely not a complete unknown.
All right.
So
imagine going from Blue Guys and Coach Glue into Radish in doubles. Let's go Major Zacib. Okay, here we are. Game, honestly, I'd like to see this go the distance. We got Radish on the Ezio, which honestly is a character that I've been waiting to see Radish lock in any capacity of pro play for a long time because of how good he is at Orb. And this character, for as how good as I think Ezio is, nobody plays him. Nobody plays him. Let's watch how this game plays out here. Major on the Orion. I was surprised he didn't go back to the Barassi or Satellite side. I was just going to do it, right? No, not as much power on the Orb from Ezio. And that might be the reason, honestly. Like, I feel like a lot of players pick Orb because of the high force when you go, like, to Fate or something, or Petra. And because Ezio doesn't have it, you're just kind of like, oh, all of my neutral wins aren't doing anything. Like, how many Sares has he gotten so far? Oh, he's putting out the cube.
Oh, nice N-Sig coming out from Major,
See, look, it's still not knocking out. This is why players don't play Ezio. I figured it out.
Okay.
Major goes down as Zacib repositions with a ground pound there.
I like that.
Nice recovery, actually.
Yeah.
And then Radish is gravity cancels side six. All right, Major, let's see if you can clean things up. What is Szilla doing? That recovery was almost disastrous.
Yo, it's just the parachute. You gotta get him higher up there.
Use those lessons from Stingray, Major. Down sig. Get to center stage. Down sig. Right here. Yes!
Okay.
There we go. I told you. I told you.
He's
that's
clearly
what
listening.
You watch Stingray, you play Orion, you use down signature, you win game. That's not. This is unofficial Stingray. This is not actually what Stingray does with his coaching. I'm not trying to slander Stingray.
Yeah, you're really just bullying everyone here.
Just because it worked doesn't mean.
Taza's coming out here being toxic. I said bully the high schoolers, but Taza meant it.
Looking for okay. All right, Major. Can you get back to the? Oh, that ground pound coming out from Radish. Oh, it's 4-2. This is actually better than I thought it was going to be going. But then again, Radish isn't on here on Petra, right?
Yeah.
Like.
You're giving him the Johns that Radish isn't on his main. Nice N-Sig there. And then, wait. Oh, missed the follow-up.
Okay.
That was a
Radish
big
goes down and Zilka go down afterwards. Okay, Duke, this is doable.
Yeah,
I want to see Major and Zacib win this so bad. That was amazing with that side signature. Blast him off the side. Edge guard. Get it with the scythe. Radish is terrible off stage, Zacib. You can do it.
He's got a both.
He's sweating. Ah, the cube save.
Good save.
What?
Go again.
Okay. All right. Sidelight Cider never knocks out because you're playing Ezio. Here we go.
Okay. Oh,
this is the side sig.
Oh, the handoff into Mr. Silza with the N-Sig.
All right, that was a good follow-up.
1v2, and Major knows it, and now that's another win for the community.
Wangana saying they should rename it to HSEL versus the pros or something, because that's what's happening. Hey, that was really fun showing there. Major really popped off on the Orion with that 576 damage, and I was like kind of joking when I was calling out the down sigs and stuff, but then he actually like was using it in the exact way that I thought that you should if you're playing Orion. And Radish had to hard carry that, but that's 736 damage. I mean, Cecil had that really cool the neutral sig
Against it,
follow-up
yeah, yeah.
afterwards, where you get that. It's probably one of the most grotesque animations in Brawlhalla. Have you ever watched the Magyar neutral sig animation finish?
Yeah, it's super cool.
Where like all of your
love it.
limbs like get stretched out, and then you get put in the suit of armor and then impaled.
Yeah.
It's like some horror
I
game
love
stuff.
that one.
That's
we
what happened.
are going to be in a holding position because Major has left the lobby.
Uh-oh.
So we might have to make a new lobby. But again, for those of you who are coming in,
We can
want to remind y'all what's going on. We're going to make a new lobby. It's fine. We can make a new lobby.
I was going to
We've
say,
got the HSEL here, the High School Esports League. Again, the biggest high school esports league out there with over 6,000 high schools participating.
Right.
And they have their majors coming up soon. And so 4 of their top players are going to be competing in that major offline event, all competing for a scholarship, which we are contributing to, putting $1,000 into that $5,000 scholarship fund. And we've got 2 of their top players here today playing against y'all, the community, or I guess more accurately, against y'all, the pros.
Hey, right into the chat saying, chill guys, I'm in high school too. That's something to call out, right? Is that like this HSEL collaboration with Brawlhalla and stuff is depending on what high schools are doing it.
Yeah.
So, but a lot of our pros in the community are pretty young relative to what the average, I think, esports pro is in many other games. So, like, Radish was up here, Experience was up here, and they are technically still in high school while doing all these things. But we're back into the lobby now. Major and Deceive have figured out those net problems, and they're locking back in again.
And
we're gonna keep
of course,
going.
we have Defensive here locked in, maybe, I guess, trying to be nice to them. He's like, you know what? If we can't get the pros to stop joining, then I'll throw.
Well, I don't think that's what, I think he just made the lobby. Or is he actually playing?
No, he's in. He's in the lobby. I made the lobby.
Defensive's playing?
Yes.
All right, let's go. Show us how it's done, Defensive. Can you do? Can
he's
you
like,
do
they don't have to
two
learn
decks?
math today.
Two
I don't
decks,
have to do
Nash?
work today.
Can you do 2 decks?
You want him on 2 decks?
I want him on
Nash?
2 decks, Nash.
Why?
Oh, he's doing it force. I guess that's fine. Who we got? Who's Defensive's partner in crime here? Fizaru 80
Okay.
on the Yumiko. Nash Yumiko double hammer. What year is it? Sorry, Taz, I heard you too late. It's okay,
2023.
Defensive. It's all right. You're doing the second coolest stance is 8 force.
No, four decks. All right.
4 decks?
Major is now
4 decks for
over
what?
to the Eivor, the brain crossover. Zaciv still sticking with that Artemis. Defensive is in here. He's going to emote at the beginning. Hit him. Hit him. Hit him.
What was there an emote going on? I was looking at chat.
Always hit people who are emoting.
Oh yeah. All right. Let's see
just
if that's
funny.
true. Defensive. Hold an emote right now in center stage. Do it.
Got to wait
You
for
won't.
stream delay.
No, now we have to see. Now we find out how if he's listening. It's like, no, I muted the stream so I could focus on winning against.
Ooh, okay.
Oh,
Is there-
he's
is the
doing
emote-
it.
hit him.
Yes,
Yes!
there we go. Steve. That's how you become a pro player,
Yeah.
right? You see that? You
gotta
don't
hit 'em.
allow that to happen. You get the downlight, you get the knockout, providing perfect learning opportunities here, right? Well, they are kind of destroying. Pick the name.
Oh, good
What's
save.
the button for the name? on the
Fizaru in
Xbox?
defensive.
Yeah, but I want to look.
Is this
I believe you.
This button.
Which is that?
This one.
What is that button called?
Well, it's the select on a lot of controllers,
Oh.
but I don't know
Sorry.
what it is on this specific controller because it just looks like 2 boxes.
Back into this. Defensive doing his best against these champions of the HSEL.
Okay.
That's a good knockout onto
Yeah.
Major, actually. Now, okay, I know Defensive came from the community, but technically,
Yeah.
you, the community, has been a very
wait.
It's a very like air quote community.
He's the community manager.
Yes.
He's the head of the community, if anything.
He's in charge of you, the community.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's-
When you look at
he's
it that
the
way,
leader of the
He's the
community.
best representative that we could be having for this situation. Oh, look at that. They're actually keeping it close. Zaciv goes down. Oh, Defensive doing his best to set up with Fizaru for that team combo. But Major with the side airs. Oh, that was actually a really sick recovery on the bow, using that neutral signature there. Oh, okay.
Ooh, let's go. Zaciv coming in there, breaking it up.
Needed to, too. Defensive was popping off a little too hard. We can't have that here, right? In this HSEL show match.
Yo, but Fizaru's got to survive here. Final stock here. Nice down sig into the nair.
Oh. Defensive's got to keep his teammate alive. Get in there, Defensive. I don't think this is the Defensive's.
Ooh,
Defensive and defensive
yeah.
are so close
Yep.
that I'm just literally
Bye.
interchanging the words. GG's. Way to go. Shouts out to Diff for holding that emote in center. needed to show that Sasiv knows what to do. Like Sasiv, like Major stood there, looked at it, and Sasiv said no, and he downlighted it, and then threw him to the side. He said, "Get out of here! You're playing dead. You're not actually dead yet."
Okay, we're still getting some big names in here though. We got Hexeract coming in with Mini Terminator, which they're on Thor.
That's awesome.
Yes.
It's a great tag.
I appreciate your enthusiasm.
Wow.
Yeah, that's a great name.
They're not as excited about it as I am.
No, I
Mini
read it.
Terminator. If you try to say it like, was that Hexeract?
Yeah, I said that. Are you not listening?
I love our community, dude.
Yeah,
that's so
great.
sick.
Major on the old rim.
I've recognized more names in this matchup in the show match than like actually doing a broadcast. Yeah. Like that's what's so sick about this. Anyways, so far we've casted everybody that we've known basically, except for like 2 games. Let's see how this one plays out here. Xrx very good at the game. I'm assuming that somebody with the name Mini what was it Terminator?
Like Terminator,
is very good at Thor.
Yeah.
But we'll have to wait and see, right? Thor didn't exactly get a lot of love in balance patches over the years after he was just played nonstop for like 2 competitive seasons. Yeah, he kind of fell down there off the bottom of the stage. So far, what's the record here for HSEL? 5-3?
5-3.
Okay. Those 3 losses were to... Wait, is it 5-3?
Yeah, there were 3 pro teams, or 3 teams with pros
There's
on.
Experience, there's Radish, and then there's Blue Guys and Coach Blue, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, cool. Well, here we go into this next game. Let's see if they can make it 6-3 here. Ooh, Hexeract. Nice job with that dealer recovery. Oh! If only... What do we call him? Did you say Thor? Because his name is just a play on
call
Thor,
him Mini.
right? Mini. But then I think of, M for Mini. Okay. And maybe that's M for Mini. I'd hope not. Ping would be pretty gross.
Well, we've definitely had EU players come into the NA pre-uploads.
We'll call him Mini Thor.
Okay.
Oh, no. I need to figure something out so I can say it quickly. Thor's doing all right. Oh, no, Hexeract. Why would you do that? He's your teammate. Hope you're listening.
He heard you say he wants 6-3.
And
so he's like, okay, we'll make that happen.
Side C comes through, not great. Sasiv and Major capitalizing. I mean, look at Sasiv.
Look at Sasiv's health.
Yeah, that's like, I think it's redder than the red color scheme that he's using for Artemis right now. I'm talking about even like those really dark channels of red. Like, how does he have so much damage? He just avoided everything. Major's about to take Hexeract down. Okay. Sasiv with the side 6-2. Oh, he...
Whoa!
That's so sick.
He's still living?
Yeah, he's good. He's good. Sasiv's not going down this game.
Nope.
All right? I jinxed it. Why?
You really jinxed it.
Caster's Curse doesn't... Why does it have to exist, Duke?
Well,
I should be asking you. I should be asking Sparky.
Yeah.
He's the one that knows the best.
He definitely is the most cursed. What was that throw? Mini Thor. Oh, no.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, the team combo. No, Major. You dashed back, but you didn't follow up. There we go. There's the spike. Oh, I just got word that Hexeract is actually Daze.
Wait, isn't Hexeract just a person, though?
Yeah, but you know how people can, like...
They change names?
Change names.
So instead, it's actually
Daze
playing under the name Hexeract.
I mean, I know Daze talking to production right now. That's, like, Daze is very good. Which makes this win.
Yeah, see, I see why he wanted to be under Hexeract's
Would this make it
name?
their first win over a PR'd player on the stream so far?
It might be.
I think so. Yeah. Look at that.
Shoutouts to Sasiv and Major being able to beat Hexeract, a.k.a. Dazed, I guess.
Yeah.
And now we got
It's confusing because, like, Hexeract is just, like, actually... There's, like, Hexeract BH.
Yeah.
Right? But that's not who it was.
No. It's like if I change my name to Luna and then Q, and then people feel good about beating Luna, but really it's just me.
How often do you think that happens?
All the time.
Like, how many times do you think that a pro has been, like, screenshotted and then clipped and then quoted on Twitter, and then they go, that's not me?
All the time.
Chat. Pros, you're in there. Radish,
we got someone from Brawl League. It's Twitch Pickles, and they have MV Shirogane. Some anime name.
That was pretty good.
Yeah. But they're level 100 Mirage.
I'm down to say Shiro. Mirage, and then obviously Shiro was watching San Diego, right, after the performance from Sandstorm there on the Mirage. Or maybe just always played Mirage.
No, that's a level 100 Mirage.
Holy cow.
So that
never mind.
Has been playing Mirage since before that.
Oh, then he was really mad about San Diego because Mirage got nerfed shortly afterwards.
Right afterwards.
Leave it up to Sandstorm to play your main and then go, wow, this signature is really good. And then uses it 50 times, get second place with it, and then we go,
Yeah, we got.
What has he done that with now? He's done it with Volkov down Sig, Arcadia down Sig, or Mirage down Sig. Yep, he's on a warpath. My goodness, just like looks at the active frames and goes, wait, actually, I can use this move a lot. Back to the match though. Major and Zaziv versus
Shirogane and Pickles.
Okay, got it. Pickles and Shiro. How are we doing here? I'm waiting for production just to be randomly like, actually, Pickles is PR 17. In fact, this is just Meg D on his alternate account. Pickles is actually Duke.
We have some Shiro haters in chat, though. I don't know what Shiro's done, but you know what? It's probably deserved.
Yeah, because that was the wildest take that I think I've ever had with you on the desk before.
Really?
Really? You're like, look at chat. You go like, one person said something mean. I believe them. What? Let's go, Shiro. I believe in you.
Believe people, man.
Goes down. Let's see if Pickles. Was it Pickles? What a name.
It's Twitch Pickles.
I love Pickles. That's such a great name. Wow. Okay. Anyways, back to this. Let's see what's going to happen here, because it's relatively close. They're keeping the HSEL team on their toes, but they can't get the stock. Deal recovery. Okay, actually, Major does go down. Zaziv could go down shortly afterwards, but Zaziv has showed a little bit more survivability than Major has, I think, throughout the duration of this show match.
You know what I just realized is Zaziv is playing, well, like on his player card, it was said California, so he's in theory playing U.S. West.
Oh, from West?
So he's got the U.S. West jumps, like all the other Westers.
Is that what I like glossed over it and didn't say if it was California, because for some reason I thought it was CO. I was like
Colorado.
Yeah, but it's not Colorado. It's California. Wow. That's a tough distance to. I mean, most West players play on East during majors anyways.
For sure.
That is a good thing to call out there. Pickles goes down to one stock. Shiro doing pretty well on the Mirage so far. And I mean, I would expect that with a level 100 Mirage. I mean, to put that amount of time into any character means that you've got a pretty good understanding of the character, regardless of your individual skill at the game.
Ooh, okay. That was an interesting option there from Zaziv. Went sidelight, fell off the stage, and then just charged a recovery there. Actually got away with that one, but the stock count is pretty much even. This is definitely doable for either side.
Oh, he got the stuff recovery. Oh, touches. To survive barely on Demon Island is a rarity. Didn't follow through with that edge guard there. Zaziv still holding on. If Pickles goes down here, I think this is curtains for the team. But we'll have to see. Major Zaziv haven't shown that like blue guy / Coach Glue level of team combos just yet.
For sure.
But anything's possible, as you've said.
Okay, good snare, and they're going to switch targets there.
That'll do it.
Okay, Pickles is out of there. It's all left to Shiro.
All right, Shiro, how do you do it? How do you get out of this situation? D-Light Cider. What were you saying? I talked over you. I'm sorry.
I don't know. I don't listen to my self-talk.
You just like were saying words?
Yeah. Has that not been apparent?
You think that Shiro could do anything about this, Duke?
Maybe if they get a scythe and get an offstage engagement against. Nope.
Oh, almost gives him the chase dodge, then goes for the ground pound. Major really actually liked that whole exchange of Artemis. So Zaziv went down there with the ground pound and the weapon throw, did as much as he could, and then went back to stage, and then almost like what do you call that in relay races when you pass the baton?
Isn't that the relay part?
The
handoff?
The handoff,
of the
baton pass.
You pass, baton pass.
That's just really what it's called? Okay, if it's a Pokemon move, then it was originally just a real thing in a sport, right?
Yeah, that's not always true.
Okay, anyways.
I could name multiple Pokemon
because he didn't literally pass the baton,
but
in that sense, he was like, all right, I've done as much as you could. Major, you finish off the edge guard here, because if Zaziv didn't have the resources to do anything, could have given the chase dodge, and Major had like 3 more jumps and a dodge, and then went down there to cover anything that Shiro was going to try. So that was really cool edge guard. Nicely done. And I think that makes the score 7-3?
Should be, I think.
8-3?
I don't know. It looks like 7-3.
7-3.
Major, keeping with the character swamps, but this time we've got people I don't know the name of, at least. Anotropolis and Vizo.
Baton Pass is banned and turning now? It was a really good move, right? They've got alternate things like Volt Switch and stuff.
But isn't like...
You know?
It was all like the competitive now is all like 2s based, right? Like
is it? I don't follow the scene very closely. I just know that there's some moves that are like, wow, that seems really strong. like when you get protect 3 times in a row.
I had a friend who would just tell me about his trick room teams, and I'd be like, I don't know what that means, but
Let's
okay.
go Shuckle.
Yeah.
Best Pokemon in the game. Anyways, back to this. What do we got? We're on Apocalypse. We've been on Demon Island every time. I thought that we were just fighting only on Demon Island. I didn't check the names of who we got in here. I pressed the wrong button, so something terrible could have happened.
The button. It's the one with the 2 squares.
I know, but I just... That Viso?
I think
Viso,
so. It's
please,
Viso, please,
and then
Anotropolis.
Anotropolis. It's a cool name. Oh, and into the cider. And you know, the choice to not capitalize the A for the aesthetic, right? That's a very common thing to do with tags in Brawlhalla, I feel like.
Not
Just
capitalize
have a full lower, like Pugsy, lowercase p. Actually, I don't know if he runs with that anymore. You let me know, Pugsy. You tell me. I'll correct myself. How's this game going? We've got Major on the Yumiko, right?
Good start from Team Red.
Yeah.
Our high school champs here. Currently up 6-4. Ooh!
Yeah. What were you doing about?
How did he... He, like, got through the Lance recovery and then just immediately bow recovered it from behind.
Huh.
I missed
really
the movement that got him there.
Oh, that was actually a sick setup.
Yeah, that's
and Major wasn't like totally aware of what was happening there, but it didn't matter because only Zazeev had to be.
Yeah,
because
Major had enough health there that it's like whatever.
Like actually laser-eyed him off the side of the stage. Like that's the. I'm seeing so many Artemis 6 hit that I like was like this is what this was designed for, but nobody plays the character, so I don't get to see it. And Zazev is just like hitting all of those right now, and it's so much fun to see. The weapon throw actually hit. Wow. The down air off the side air, team combo, they're really going for these alley-oops now at this point. Zazev and Major are like evolving as a team over the course of the show match. This is really fun.
They're learning how to be a team.
Oh my goodness.
All right, this is not great for our Barasa player. I gotta say.
It's there have been better positions to be in a 2v2 before, certainly. All right, Major,
Major's just watching.
Dude, Major actually was looking somewhere else. Yeah. That was not.
He was checking Discord.
What was that? He was like, Zazev's not going to hit this at neutral. Come on, okay, there we go. Made up for it. Nice snipe there on the landing with the 4-stock. But seriously, standing there because he was postured for the team combo, and I swear it was like one of those things where he's like,
it's like what?
Oh,
yeah.
Look,
sorry, that was my
looking
turn?
at chat. Are you looking at chat, Major? Is that what was happening? Focus on the game.
Chat, distract him. Distract him. All right. We got one more game left.
I'm going to yell at my production.
With Major and Zazev. Well, you can hear him now. You can hear him say the mean things to you this time.
Oh, yeah, that's
I don't
true.
have to translate it for you.
I was joking, Major. You're doing great.
But we got Luminance and Flawless Human. Flawless Human is always a fun one because Flawless Human usually comes in and does incredibly well.
Yeah.
Not quite pro status, I would say, but
so we could be looking for a close final game here. Yeah. Is the scoreline 9-3? 8-3? Oh, we're not going to go for the 10? It's 8-3? Okay, so this is the final game that we've got coming up here. So barring when players who have been playing at a professional level online and LAN for multiple years outside of their high school experiences came into play, Major and Zazev have been doing fantastic against the community, right? And so this final game here was somebody that you recognize, but you're like, I don't think Flawless Human is a PR player. I could have AJ Moore confirm that or somebody else in chat. But I'm looking forward to a close game here as Major's bringing up Petra for this final game.
All right, this should be a good one. We got Flawless Human and Luminance on the side of the team. Luminance rocking that Valhalla tag as well. So definitely some solid players coming in for the community for final game.
Oh, that's true. Although the Valhalla tag could be 1s or 2s.
Why, you saying they're worse if they got it in 2s?
Well, I'm saying that if they got it in 1s, they might be worse than 2s.
Ah.
It goes both ways.
Okay.
I see what you're talking about.
I was really trying to stir something up there.
Anyways, look at this. This is the final game. This will be the win for this will give HSEL, the show match, this team of these 2 top players from the HSEL, a 9-3 scoreline against the community, where the only community members that were able to beat them were ones that had a special number that said that they're very good. So here we go into this game.
You know, honestly, it was a really good start for Zazev. We kind of glossed over it, but he really caught up Flawless Human with some side stuff on that right side to kick this off, which is why Flawless Human is very close to getting knocked out already.
Yeah, we actually have a really interesting roster of characters with the Nyx and Ember coming out for Flawless Human and got it.
Okay, the down 6 gonna take him
Luminescence. Luminance?
I'm saying Luminance.
Luminance. Got it. Luminance. Coming in here on Demon Island. Team combo.
Yo.
Oh, that was sick. Cider down to the
done.
stage. I feel like if Zazev jumped with the Nair there, that could have been a nice follow-up. Falling side air there is pretty nice as well. Going in with the recovery. on the right, while Major's just kind of popping off with the gauntlets. I mean, yeah, at some point, Flawless Human had to like stop with his edge guard and go over to help his teammate, right?
Yeah,
like
he was like trying to decide. Okay, so we're getting word it is Zasiv.
Apologies.
Apologies for mispronouncing the name there.
Wouldn't be the first time that we've said a tag wrong for like 5 hours into a stream, and then we just get like the actual pronunciation.
What was I saying earlier? Skurd?
Dude, don't say what you were saying earlier. Don't do it. Here we are, 4-4. This is exactly about as close as I think that you thought it was going to be with what you knew about Flawless Human's like skill level. So this is really cool. Major super damaged here, and Flawless Human seems to be capitalizing on that. Luminance on the other side does make it back. I think I'd like to see a little bit more target switch coming out here from both teams, I think, at this point. I think they're tunnel visioning a little too hard on whoever has damage, and it's working out for the blue team. But that weapon throw could be it.
Flawless. Can Luminance save?
Let's go down with the save. It was a little like, there was a little bit of hesitance there, like he was trying to decide if he could do it, and then he did it. And while Flawless goes down, to see that in the community games is so cool. Using that Blaster's recovery, you get the less knockback, even though he was super damaged, so he doesn't get knocked out off the top from how low he went. That was a great save.
Yo, but they need to clean this up a little bit, I think. Actually, wait, no. Stockham's actually even.
It's pretty close. This is the closest game that we've had all day. There were some other ones that were close that ended up being 2 stocks or 3 stocks, but this one I could see going all the way down to a last stock 1v1 situation. That side sig, though, gets punished by Zasiv's very own, and that's huge. Ooh. Oh, I love the down. I love when lance players do that downlight. Like burn on stage, but they backstep off stage. Oh, that neutral stick could be huge. Like the defensive Ember here could be coming in clutch for the red team at this rate. Oh, but if Major goes down to Luminance, huge edgeguard opportunity.
Oh, you saw him go for the recovery. Those stars came out, charged up, and it's all left to Zasiv.
Bad away. We have seen the 1v2 victory before. I think that we opened up the day with that, right?
Ooh,
although this is going to be a tough one. Flawless Human, I think, goes down to any of Artemis's side sticks. But if you hit the Scythe one, the animation's long enough to where Luminance might be able to interrupt it.
Yeah.
And that's the weapon that Zasiv has got right now. Oh, Nair chased out to around. This is a super dicey situation, Duke. Because it's like who's more on top of things? The team combos with the blue team or just Zasiv's neutral game?
Yeah, the one thing that's really good for Zasiv here is, oh, no!
You know, it wouldn't be a Demon Island marathon if you didn't have one of those, right? Right? And that's like, okay, I know it doesn't feel great, but
we've all been there.
We've all been there. I've watched plenty of players be there. I think I've casted 2 knees games now where that's literally how his best of 5s game 5s ended, right?
It happens.
Sometimes you don't touch the wall.
Those walls
and
be
you
short.
Go down.
Again, shout outs to our high school esports league players who showed up today. That's Major that you're seeing on the screen from Baltimore, Maryland.
There he
and
is.
then it was Zasiv, the one who was in that.
Yeah, Major had Barasa on the card there, but really I think played half the cast, right? Getting into the spirit of the 100 million celebration this week. Just to be like, hey, go ahead and play every single legend that's in the game. Why not? And showed a really good job with it. And then I still have the old pronunciation. Zasiv?
Zasiv.
Yeah, Zasiv doing fantastic with the Artemis as well. We saw like a branching out to a Caspian for a moment, and then right back to that where we got really cool ideas coming out from that character. That was fantastic. It's really cool to see players that are doing well in the HSEL come out here and play in this double space in the way that they did, and do as well as they did, even against the teams that had players that I think had more experience than they did. It was a really great showing. It was a lot of fun.
Yeah, that was really cool. Shout outs again to the High School Esports League. You can find out more about them. Maybe you're in high school and you're like, hey, I want to compete against these guys. HSEL.gg, and you can find out more about that High School Esports League. Again, massive community of over 6,000 schools. You got to give them a lot of love. But again, check out tomorrow. We got a dev stream. This Wednesday, we've got the 100 million player event as well. Lots of cool stuff coming down the line.
And if you're interested in what is that we just watched, what's the HSEL, what is the High School Esports League, Enrico just posted the link in Twitch chat, and we could spam it even more, hsel.gg. Find out about that. See if the high school that you go to is participating, right? Like, I mean, we just saw earlier on stream today, right? Experience and Raiders came in and they're like, yeah, I'm in high school too, but maybe their high schools just aren't doing it yet, right? It's one of those things where the HSEL is, and this is not just for Brawlhalla, right? They do tons of games in all other spaces. So try to see if you can participate in the way that you can, because you get rewarded with the scholarships for participating and doing well, and it's just a really nice cycle. It was like, okay, well, if you're doing well in school and you're doing well in this, it just compounds into a really great experience.
Yeah, and apparently you can play Brawlhalla instead of learning math today. So shout-outs to HSEL. Again, hsel.gg. Give them a lot of love. And again, shout-outs to these players. Thank you all for watching. That's going to do it for today's dev stream. Again, we got more coming down the line. Brawlhalla.com/schedule. I don't think there's anything else I got to say.
That's all.
Sign up for DreamHack Dallas.
Yes. And see you all on tomorrow's dev stream.
Bye.
Bye, guys.